Police Simulator Patrol Officers. This is going to be Officer Frank Miller. We're going to continue his career. We're going to do a night shift. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to play a little mix option. That's why I was already in the map, so I could change some options around. It's not full casual mode. It's not full simulation mode. We switch more options around. The game's not gonna give us as much to go off of. Clear accident. There must be an accident right here. Oh, yep, there they are. And we're gonna get dinged for things like car accidents, hitting other cars, or environmentals that are our fault. Well, I don't even know if it matters if it's our fault. But, right, if we hit stuff, we're gonna get dinged. I didn't turn on for the pedestrians because, man, they jaywalk right in front of you all the time. And so it would be hard not to hit them. Sometimes it's completely their fault. I should probably have it on, but, you know, I hate to lose 3,000 points, so it's not my fault. And then on top of it, we're playing in a public match, public, whatever you want to call it, server. And so somebody else could, I don't have any cones. I was looking for flares. Somebody else could potentially get too many points and end our day, get fired.
Turn around.
Cannot make him turn around. Okay, well I can make him wait. I guess not in the intersection. Bum deal.
I have an injured person requesting an ambulance.
I wonder if they'll go around if I get in front. I'm gonna test it. Somebody's gonna eventually hit somebody and make it worse. They usually do. Car is way out front. Can you get a picture of that?
Okay, great.
That guy is standing drunk. You see that guy? He can't. He's wobbling.
Yes. I'll go to
You got broken windshield, dude. They saw something. Let's go check. Did you see something, Am? You did.
Can you describe what you saw?
I saw that
Person blow through the light.
Show me your ID, please.
Of course. There you go, officer.
No driver's license. So, again, this is something in the game. I don't know if it's there intentionally, but she was not driving. So, the game doesn't recognize that it's still a arrestable offense not having a driver's license. So, she wasn't driving, but I can arrest her for it. So, just to prove it to you, I'm going to prove it to you. We're gonna handcuff her for missing driver's license.
You've committed a violation
See?
by driving without a
I got
driver's
15
license.
points.
No, don't.
No penalty.
Please, officer.
She was a witness. She wasn't even driving. So I don't know if that's intended.
Put your hands up
But
slowly,
it
please.
is
We're
valid
going to
in the
search you.
game. So I'm gonna maybe oh, well, I was gonna let her go. She had a switchblade on her, and a switchblade is illegal. So
The reason why you're under arrest is
I'm gonna-
because you're
I'm
carrying a
gonna keep it.
switchblade with you.
because
Please,
it's
don't do
valid.
that.
Please proceed with
She
me
had
to the
marijuana
police
on her, but
precinct.
she was under the walking on the crosswalk lady, and we were on the walk sign. She was under the limit, so I wasn't worried about that.
Watch your head.
Alright, let's see. I don't think I see anybody else standing around. Let's scan the car. She ignored a red light. Ask her what happened.
Tell me what you saw.
Yes, I think I wasn't in full control of my car.
Was that before or after you ran the light?
ID and vehicle insurance card, please.
Here you go, officer.
Alright, Gia Parker. I said I scanned that plate. It should have popped her ID up too. I guess I didn't technically scan a plate. But everything looks good. It's not expired. That's not expired. Alright.
I'm just collecting a sample to see if you've used any drugs while driving.
Alright, negative on drugs.
Kindly cooperate as I collect a sample to see if you're drunk.
Ooh, it's over the limit. That's 0.08. She's 0.094. Alright, well, we're gonna handcuff you for that. Narcotics, DUI.
You're being
alcohol.
arrested for DUI. Please cooperate.
Please, no!
So that was the difference on this mode I've got kind of set up versus
I'll escort you to the
regular
police precinct now.
casual mode or whatever. Like none of that popped up. Said, oh, you found something illegal. She did something illegal. I do have it where I have a
to
little more
search you. Kindly
free
cooperate with
range
me.
as far as driving my vehicle through lights and off-road even, but not that I still can't hit anything. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. Maybe break it in to play the full-on other mode. Alright, you stand by, lady. I'm gonna search your car. Which will be different if anybody jumps in my map. Like, they're gonna have to abide to this map's rules, and that will be different for maybe a lot of players who are just running around playing without any rules at all. So we'll see. I don't always get a partner jumping in anyway. Multiplayer is kind of. I wonder, did I take a picture of that plate? No, I did not. Okay. Just saw that laying on the ground. And multiplayer is kind of finicky. It messes up a lot.
Let me know what you saw.
That vehicle crossed a straight line.
Yeah.
Show me your driver's license, and if available, proof of insurance, please.
Yeah, sure, officer.
Oh, you have an open warrant. Okay. Maria Perkins with an open warrant. Let's see. Broken windshield. Make sure that don't come up stolen. Okay.
I'll take a sample to check if you've taken drugs before driving.
Alright, negative on drugs.
I'm just taking a sample to see if you've been drinking and driving.
Negative on alcohol. Report is complete.
Please take your accident report.
Such a comprehensive report will be very useful. Thank you, officer.
Oh, you're so welcome. Don't go anywhere. Because we're going to give you a ticket for your windshield. It's broken. And then we're going to arrest you for having an open warrant.
You're under arrest. I will now cuff you.
I won't say anything before I've talked to my lawyer.
I always advise that.
Please cooperate for a search procedure. Please proceed with me to the police precinct.
Let's take it aside. Oh, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to call it transport. We don't even have enough room.
Okay, here's your accident report.
Oh wow, such an extensive report.
Please stay calm so we can go to the police precinct.
I'll let her run it off.
Watch your head, please.
Smartphone. Nothing. Handgun.
I have a vehicle here that needs towing. I need a wrecker at my current location, please.
Sure. A wrecker is en route to your location.
Alright, so she has a permit, so that's good. But yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Backup requested to take a suspect into custody. I repeat, backup requested.
Copy that. The nearest available unit will be sent to your current location.
I mean, I realize it's right there, but it takes so long to walk them because it's so
You have the
slow.
right to remain silent. Any statement you make may be used for or against you in the court of law. You have the right to have a competent and independent counsel, preferably of your own choice. And if you cannot afford the services of a counsel, the government will provide you one. Do you understand these rights? I have a car here that needs towing. Please send a tow truck to my current location.
A wrecker will be there in a couple of minutes.
So if we wouldn't have let that traffic clear up, it would have just said you know, there's a traffic jam in your area. And they're all pulling over for him, but okie dokie, you got him.
Choice.
Got her. Sorry. Alright, so let's UE the block. Turn these people in. I technically can speed, but I'm going to try to stay within the limit of 35. Do my blinker. Trying to get, like I said, trying to get used to playing better. Alright, let's check them. No gun permit, no insurance. We're gonna let them go with no insurance. We're gonna go to the station. That's 25. We're gonna let the tagger go. There's this police station. Should just hit cruise control. Stop at the stop sign. Alright, man.
Time to go to the cell.
A little more effort. Takes a little more effort. If I had the man, I'd have stopped. Maybe got that tagger. You know, decided.
Please stay calm and cooperate.
Even the insurance guy was probably arrested him. I could have just put him in the van. I do like the van for that reason. It carries a lot.
Time to go to the cell.
You know, if you're worried about getting maximum points and that type of thing. Of course, if I was worried about getting maximum points, I would, you know, escort. I do a lot of things like escorting them a little bit and then letting them go, you know, because you get the 15 points. But you could actually call transport, get more
Please
points,
stay calm and cooperate.
then disregard the transport, then put them in the car, and just setting them in the car would be another more points, and then turn them in yourself, and then you would get points for that as well. There's a lot of ways to kind of maximize your points if that's what you're looking to do, but some of it just are so time consuming, you know, it's not necessarily worth it. Alrighty, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna turn calls on so our blinker's not on. Since we're at the... Oh, it did it to me anyway. Alright, I'm gonna do it again. Maybe I did it before I got out of the car. Maybe I did it when I pulled into the police station. Where's our light? I can't see our light. I'm gonna say it's green. Oh, there's our light. Go this way. You'd think I can't drive or something, but I think it's harder to drive in video games than in real life. For some reason. It's like I don't... I see better in the car. But not like other fake ID. But not like in game because your in-car view in game is so limited. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a full view I would have in all actuality, just my eyeballs.
There's a situation that needs taking care of. Anybody available?
We're gonna decline that. We got a person with a fake ID scamming our city.
We have an emergency. Who's available?
I'm currently busy with another issue.
I'm gonna disable that now that I'm out of the car. See if the plate gives me anything different. It did not. Hello, ma'am. Pulled you over because the computer says you have a fake ID.
You're detained as the background check on your ID revealed that it's a fake ID.
Sorry, officer. I didn't think it would cause much harm.
I mean, it probably didn't until you got caught. I'm gonna run it again. Please give me your
Let me see
documents.
your ID and, if available, this vehicle's insurance, please.
Sure, officer. Here you go.
Oh, you got expired insurance. Maybe that's why you started getting a fake? I don't know. Well, that's ticketable offense anyway. Let's give you a ticket for that.
I have to fine you for not having valid insurance.
Oh, come on. That's so much money.
Please exit the vehicle and step to the sidewalk.
Alright, let's see if you've been
I'll just need to
driving
take
under
a
the
sample
influence.
to determine if you're under the influence of any illicit substances.
Negative, negative.
All right, let me just check to see if you're under the influence of alcohol.
It's not over the limit.
You're under arrest for carrying a fake ID.
No, don't. Please, officer.
I will proceed with the search. Please cooperate.
Switchblade.
Please cooperate. I'm taking you to the police car.
Alright, let's see if we find anything else. Three-quarters of an ounce. So she's under the limit, but she can't have much more. Alright, so she just got the blade.
You've committed a violation by carrying a switchblade with you.
Please,
Like how
don't
she
do
uncuffs
that.
her hands and like, okay, and then puts them back behind her back.
I'm taking you to the patrol car. Please cooperate and get into the car.
It's like an accident up there.
I have a vehicle here that needs towing. I need a wrecker at my current location, please.
That's not a
You have the right
location that's
remain
easy to
silent.
reach.
Any statement you
It'll
make
take
may
some
be
time,
used
but we'll
for or
take care of it
against
in the
court
next
of law.
24 hours.
You have the right to have a competent and independent counsel, preferably of your own choice. And if you cannot afford the services of a counsel, The government will provide you one. Do you understand these rights?
Just swap cars or I had a flare. We're at night, so it really makes a difference about if you find something or not. A lot of times, whether you have your flashlight on or not, because the game registers it being nighttime and you have a harder time seeing. I guess it's just one of the game mechanics built in, I guess. At least when you do your in-game training, you know, it tells you that anyway. I don't know if it's just to get you to do it or if it actually registers a difference. Lady said covered that up, I think. Like, lady, you're walking in like crime scene pictures. Accident pictures. Alright. I think that's all the pickies. Broken windshield. I'm gonna check the computer first because it'll probably change.
Can you tell me what you saw?
I'm still recovering from the crash. My mind is blank.
Alright, I don't like that. I'm gonna block that off. Alright.
I need to see your ID and proof of insurance, please.
Sure, officer. Here you go.
Alright, everything looks like it matches.
Please allow me to collect a sample to see if you're under the influence of any drugs.
Alright, so he's positive for amphetamines.
Kindly cooperate as I collect a sample to see if you're drunk. I have to arrest you for driving under the influence of narcotics. Please step to the sidewalk.
Please, don't do that.
I have to search you. Kindly cooperate with me.
He has 3 switchblades on him. Like he is ready to do some damage.
You're under arrest for carrying a switchblade with you. Please move to the sidewalk.
Please, don't do that.
Please cooperate. I'm taking you to the police car.
Road's closed. We got a cutter. These accident sites say you go way faster with a partner. Such when you got 3 or 4 cars stacked up. Alrighty. Broken windshield. I think the other one had a broken windshield too. I think we missed that. Alright, what'd you see?
Tell me what you saw.
I'm still in shock.
It
I
does
need to get
say
my head
partner
right.
was assigned, we'll see.
Let me see your driver's license, and if available, this vehicle's insurance, please.
Okay, officer. There
Because
you go.
it's so finicky. Sometimes they can't load in. That's the problem. I try to actually load into somebody else's map to do a stream, and okay, the insurance is expired. But it wouldn't let me load in. And I have that problem quite a bit when I try to load into other people. Alright, so we'll take care of that. She got a broken windshield and no insurance.
Here's all the tickets for the violations you have committed.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't notice there were so many.
I just need to collect a sample to see if you're under the influence of any illegal substances. Okay, let's just check if you're under the influence of alcohol.
Alright.
Okay,
I think they're gonna be
here's
good.
your accident report.
Oh wow, such an extensive report.
Alright, you got no insurance. We're gonna tow your vehicle. She's probably gonna tow it anyway, but
I have a vehicle here that needs towing. I need a
Have a
record
nice
at my
day.
current location,
Goodbye.
please.
There's a traffic jam in your vicinity. Tow truck will be sent to your
You just never
location
know.
as soon as the route is clear.
on this one, I think we forgot the ticket for the window.
I have to fine you for driving with a broken windshield. It will cost you $250.
Oh, come on! That's so much money!
All right, here's your accident report.
Well documented and exhaustive report. Thank you, officer.
I'll escort you to the patrol car now. Mind your head.
We had this blocked off. I might have registered that and called a traffic jam. We're gonna check it out.
You have the right to remain silent. Any statement you make may be used for or against you in a court of law. You have the right to have a competent and independent counsel, preferably of your own choice. And if you cannot afford the services of a counsel, the government will provide you one. Do you understand these rights? Cancel the tow truck. It's no longer necessary. Thank you.
Understood. Tow truck canceled.
I have
Oh,
a
there's
vehicle
our
here for
partner.
towing. Can you send a tow truck to my current location?
Tow truck will be at your location shortly.
I kind of wish she could investigate that alarm, you know, and then be like, oh, there's a criminal running on foot. We'll enable some call outs.
I have a vehicle here that needs towing. I need a wrecker at my current location, please.
Sure, it'll be with you shortly.
Alright, yeah, see. The game does register those kind of traffic jams like that.
There's a crime scene that just got called in. Please drive there and start the
Heading to crime
investigation.
scene.
Okay. Guess we're going in with our blinker on. Our GPS about messed me up. Changes at the last minute. Ooh, see, that's why I don't like the siren button. You gotta push down on L3 and then you try to steer your car at the same time. What the heck just happened? Okay.
Copy that. The nearest available unit will be sent to your current location.
The wrecker will be there in a couple of minutes.
All these one-way roads, man. This one's not one, but a lot of times that's what messes up your GPS. So I gotta go around this block, I guess. Pull it over.
I've arrived at the crime scene, starting the investigation.
Man, we could have got here if we so much faster if we just took the other way. Better back it up. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Alright, okay. Let's get started. Partner showed up.
Tell me what you saw.
Fortunately for you, officer, I witnessed the whole thing.
Witnessed the whole thing. Knife. Some
I'd like to see your ID, please.
pills or something.
Okay, officer. There you go.
Some more pills or something. Call her an ambulance.
I have an injured person requesting an ambulance. Tell me what you saw.
Yes, I saw what happened.
I guess that's it. I don't see much more evidence.
Your ID, please. Calling in
We've
that
got
the
new
crime scene
information.
appears to
Here
be
you
an
go.
We've updated
aggravated
your map
assault.
with the potential area where the suspect can be found.
Alright, let's review
Can
them.
you tell me what you saw?
Sure, officer. I think I saw something.
I have to fine you for carrying an expired ID. It will cost you between $75
Let
and
me
$100.
see your
ID,
You
please.
find the
Really?
witness.
Okay, what's
So
going
much
on?
money.
Can you
Sure.
hear me?
You can
Here
leave
you
now.
go,
Have a great
officer.
day.
I think I was lucky.
Okay, great. We need you to get to the ambulance anyway for further examination. Can you walk on your own?
Yes, I can do that. I'll go to the ambulance.
Let me pat you down in case you're carrying something illegal.
I'll pat her down for the nervousness looking around, but unless she got something majorly illegal, we're
All
gonna
right,
let her go.
you're free to go. Enjoy your day.
talk to them. I talk to them. Missing something. I think this is the one I could ever find that last piece of evidence or something on. Missing something.
Hey, can you hear me? Yeah, but I feel dizzy. You'd better accompany me for further diagnosis. Can you walk to the ambulance yourself? Sure, Doc. I'll try.
Yeah, anybody see what I miss? Maybe, let me know, cause I'm not sure. You witnessed them, so I think I'm done. I can't do anything with them. Alright, I'll drive away. It'll pop up information.
Let me see. Can you hear me?
I'm still in shock, but I'm all right.
More shocked than hurt. Can you make it to the ambulance on your own?
More
We need to
shocked
take a
than
closer
hurt.
look.
Okay, Doc.
Christ.
I can manage, I think.
Let me see if it pulled up an area on the map. It did not yet. Okay, let me drive away. And it should populate the information. If I'd have got that bar full green, it'd have just went. And alright, finding the wanting person. Let's go back and see if that was her. She's wearing a blue dress. Make sure we don't hit nothing, because I don't want to lose any points. Catch up to her real quick. Scanner. Says not the one that's suspect. Maybe you can't see because it's my light. That's a gray dress. Alright. Let's see where the suspect is at. Alright, let's go back and look for the suspect. I lost a suspect. I guess we're done with that one. We're gonna pull this car over for missing a headlight. Expired ID.
Officer, your car has taken too much damage. You can no longer complete your shift. Report back to the precinct.
My partner got fired for damage. Broken headlights. I already knew that.
I pulled you over because the headlights on your car are defective.
Really, officer, I don't know what happened. They were working fine this morning.
ID, and, if available, proof of insurance, please.
Here you go, officer.
I'm glad it didn't shut my game down for my partner destroying their car. Expired ID still. Oh, I didn't even look at the insurance, did I?
Please show me your ID and vehicle insurance.
Here you go, officer.
Alright, make sure it wasn't expired. Or fake. Alright, so you have missing headlights or broken headlight.
I have to fine you for driving with a broken headlight. It will cost you $150.
My
I kicked my
lawyer will
partner
take
out.
care of it.
That's because I have you know, when you hit something, you lose conduct points. They're probably not used to driving it that way. I'm gonna
Please
test
step
them.
out of the vehicle and walk to the sidewalk. Please allow me to collect a sample to see if you're under the influence of any drugs.
Not necessarily because I saw anything, but it's just because it's within my range on a valid
Kindly
stop.
cooperate as I collect a sample to see if you're drunk.
Yeah, I thought he kind of wiggled a little bit, but he's not over the limit. Let him
We're
go.
done. You can leave now. Have a good day.
Is that lady drinking? I think she threw something right when I hit the menu. Oh, that blinker kills me. So I don't have a lot of the, you know, the full simulation mode on because mainly just the blinkers. I get dinged on blinkers. Probably get dinged on my blinkers. And you gotta control the blinkers just by controlling the radio calls. I'm gonna see if I've got this theater unlocked real quick. I should. But, you know, you never know. There's a bakery here. So, people always asking you where this stuff's at. Oh, I forgot on that last stop too. I think when we pulled somebody over, somebody was parked in front of that fire hydrant. We were gonna tow them or something, but we didn't do it. I was on my partner's car in the middle of the road, damaged. Like, how am I gonna get rid of that? Got an accident in the middle of the road. If I had the truck, I'd move it. Can't do anything. Can't do anything with it. Let's go to the station. I'm gonna swap to the truck and see if it's still here when I come back. Now it's an emergency. We got traffic blocked.
Let's take you to the cell.
I wonder if it'll let us tow that car
Alright,
because
time to
with
get
the
in.
truck because it's not a regular civilian car. So I think we're gonna try it. We're gonna see if it's still there after we put these two in the cell. We're gonna go back and see if it's still there and
As a
if it
patrol
is.
officer,
And then we're gonna see if we can actually move
It's
it
time to take you to the police cell.
without ramming it, because if we ram it, we're gonna probably lose CP points for hitting an object.
Okay, it's time for you to get in the cell.
Alright, so let's go back and see if we can find where we were at. This way, and then this way. Maybe back this way. It's still there. Let's see if we can hook it up. I don't think it's going to give us the option. I can open the trunk and get flares out. So we're going to shut this road down.
Turn back.
Okay, go ahead. Make your U-turn. No, you wait. Excuse me.
Nice to see you, officer.
Well, I wasn't trying to place it in front by a moving vehicle. We're gonna make him turn around too.
Turn back.
Was that him greeting us? That guy. Probably lost it. Put it away. Now, what if we can make him reverse?
Back off.
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Back off. Back off. Back off. Move back.
Your shift is long over. Return back to the precinct. Now.
I had a shift time? I don't think I did. That's weird.
Make a U-turn.
You turn it, buddy.
Make a U-turn. Make a U-turn. Reverse.
How can you not see me? What is that guy doing?
Reverse. Reverse.
I know he's currently making a U-turn. She said he couldn't do. And we can't move it with our tow. Because it's a squad car. Well, they're just stuck. Apparently we're on a shift anyway. Now we have to get back because our shift is over. Don't know how that happened. I heard that littering. Alright, we'll see what's going on here. Reached my destination. It's Indar shift, I guess. See what happens. Well, this is Officer Frank Miller. Thanks for hanging out with me with our modified map. Managed not to lose any CP points, managed not to hit anything. All those things that were gonna be considered, you know, losing points. Just in case you're wondering what I'm talking about real quick, you can hit your options menu, you go to game, and then I'm at the bottom of the menu. It brings this whole menu up, and all this is your whole game menu, but you got your general game stats, you got your camera user interface, but then you get down to game play, and this is where you can switch it from casual mode to simulation mode, um, just straight on and off. But if you want to do like I do and have kind of a mix of settings going on right now, you could do a lot of things individually. So like automatic car repair, like when you bring your car in the garage to change, let's say your tools around, if you have damage, it will automatically repair your car coming out instead of having to go back in and manually repair it. There is usually, if you don't go in the garage for uh, repair mode and you go into change for tools, there's usually a button where you have to hit it to manually repair it. Um, Otherwise your car comes out with the same damage it went in with if you don't repair it or you don't go into repair mode. With this option, you just flip the button, and as soon as your car comes out, it's anytime it comes in the garage, it's automatically repaired, which does make a big difference if you're playing in kind of this mode or simulation mode, because your car actually takes damage. There's modes where your car won't take damage, so this kind of, if you take too much damage, just what happened to my partner just now. The car took too much damage and they actually got kicked or fired because the car can only take so much damage. So um, it's got a lot of different options though. You can take it where you can't get your immediate points. You won't know until you finish your shift what your points are unless you get same thing with the fines. You know, you won't know when they are until after shift, so you know you won't have like a running total to kind of gauge you know, if you're about to get fired or not or something like that. You got player damage, car damage, which I obviously have off. This was something that in casual mode I think is turned on, so you can kind of hit whatever you want and it doesn't really matter. But this one it does. If you damage your car too much, you lose. You get fired. Lose all your points for that day. You got pedestrian collisions. I still have that turned on because, like I said, they jaywalk right in front of you so much. But if I've been in a map and you know they jaywalk in front of you, they're walking, then all of a sudden they sprint and then bam, you're fired. You lose a couple thousand points. You know, it's a little frustrating. And so then you got anything from you know, them greeting you, asking you for help, all those little things. You know, I do have the speed limit on. I don't think it's, you know, I haven't been looking for the signs, so you know, I guess I'm not used to looking at for the signs while I'm driving in games. So I'm used to looking down just what my limit is. Kind of based on the road I am on that little meter, so I've got that turned on. Limited tools. I do have highlighting the crime scene evidence just because some of that's so hard to find sometimes, and not just that, but because some of it's glitched and stuff like that. Like just the one we were just on. Usually there's 4 or 5, and if you get the 4 or 5, then you got them all. But like that one was probably one that was glitched. It was taken out or moved or something like that, and then the requirements for completing that were not updated or something. So now we're just missing a piece of evidence, and you can't complete that mission without, in its entirety the way you're supposed to be able to, or something like that. I've ran into that same area multiple times, and that's always an area that I can't complete. You can't find all the evidence. So I have it highlighted to make it easier to find, just to kind of, make sure it's not me not seeing the evidence, so it is what it is. It's my personal preference. Play how you want. So critically injured person, I gotta turn off if they're laying on the ground. They need help. So all these traffic violations, ignored the red light, the stoplight, didn't use a turn signal, DUIs, alcohol and drugs, like all those pings that usually come up, hey, this was illegal. I've got all those turned off. So like if you aren't paying attention, or you're not aware that they did that or something like that, the game's not gonna hand it to you anymore. Otherwise it highlights, hey, this, you might not even have seen it. They might have been, halfway across your viewable area, and was trying to highlight, hey, this person littered. Well, that person might have littered all the way over there, but there's somebody doing something else right in front of me that I probably should have caught instead, So I got all those turned off, so you kind of got to pay attention to what people are doing. And you also kind of have to know what they can and can't do, what is jaywalking, what is littering, those types of things. Otherwise, you're not going to know they did it. So it makes it a little more challenging. Pay attention. That's why I'm always scanning the plates. Even in the SPV, the thing will come out, no violations, and I'll still pull up the computer. A lot of times you'll find a stolen car, a warrant, missing driver's license, stuff like that, because the SPV doesn't pick that stuff up, and the game's not going to hand it to you either. So you really gotta, do a little bit more paying attention, and I feel like that's why I drive so badly in the game, because I'm paying attention to all that other stuff and not as much about how I'm driving personally. And in real life, you probably have a buddy, a partner, or even if you're not, you're gonna be driving so kind of second nature. Pick, and you're not, and you're using kind of your whole body drive. It is what it is. You just kind of get used to maybe being on multitask like that, and the game is, I think it's harder to do it in the game, especially when I'm dealing with things like pushing L3 down for my siren, trying to buzz through these lights or something like that. But that controls my steering, and it's veering me off course because I'm trying to push down the button so hard, to pop the siren. So I think some of their buttons sometimes influence some of that too, but for me personally. But alright, so also the little things like having expired ID, littering, jaywalking, all those little things you might just write a ticket for, all the way up to, even the selling drugs, carrying illegal items that are arrestable offenses. Those are not dinging off, so if you aren't catching it, you just found a switchblade on a search, whatever, obviously. But, if you're newer to the game or something, the game's not, handing it to you. If you're trying to multitask and you're just trying to skip through the searches or whatever, and the menu pops up and you don't read it fully, you can miss some of those violations there. So then you got the player violations. This is where, it's going to punish you for doing stuff. So these are the ones I have, a lot of them, where I'm not getting punished. I'm not getting punished for speeding or ignoring the stop sign, the stop light. If I have my siren on for too long with no reason. Believe it or not, if you're in some of these things, if you're not responding to what the game thinks is emergency code 3 or something like that. They could ding you, you know, for having your siren on too long. Um, so, you know, just what it is, just personal preference. I get it. Um, you know, ignoring removal, any traffic control tools, you put up barriers, cones. I think the flares go out by themselves. I don't think they count. You know, that type of stuff. I think it's the same thing for, unless there's another one, but it's the same thing for your crime scene tools and stuff like that. If you don't pick those up, you get a violation, CP violation. Um, so here's where I got these turned off. If I run into another vehicle, if I hit an environmental, you know, thing, you know, I'm going to lose CP because I've changed those options. Um, Discharge a weapon without target, I kind of let that on. Not because I do it, just because if I wanted to, you know. But I don't make a habit of doing it, so it's not like it's going to be a big deal either way. Crossing, you know, running through the red light. So this is if you hit something, another vehicle, you're not going to get consequence. Well, you know, if you hit a vehicle here, it's going to deduct that from your conduct points because if it was your fault. So, but the game is glitchy. A lot of times they'll swerve into you, and it legitimately is their fault. But the game will register it as your fault because your car hit something. So I did have that turned on. That's why I've been kind of driving a lot more carefully this map. Just because you know, they'll hit you and it'll be their fault, and the game will recognize that it's your fault and deduct you. So I've been kind of trying to drive a little more carefully, but that's fine. They even have this option for driving off-road if you drive on the sidewalk and that stuff. And sometimes, especially on those one-lane roads, by a park or something, I'll kind of park in that walkway with my lights on. And I don't know specifically if that'll ding you because you got your lights on, but that is the main reason I've got that turned on still, so I can do that, not kind of block up traffic on those kind of one lane roads, one-way traffic, you know, or it's 2 lanes, you know what I'm saying, but one way each way. So ignoring the towing penalty. Apparently that's just for penalties if a car is not totaled and you tow it. No penalty for towing a car that is not totaled. So I tow cars all the time, and for valid reasons, you know, insurance and all that. So I don't know if that would ding me on that, but I mean, I'm getting points for that. So, and I'm not getting dinged on conduct points, but I'm also not knowing if it's because that is there. So, I leave that on because I have legitimate reasons to tow cars that are not totaled. So, alright, so those, in case you never knew those options were there, you know, as you kind of switch up your gameplay mode. If you think it's a little bit too easy, if you're not finding it to be much of a challenge or realistic, you can definitely throw the realism up where it's going to ding you for every little thing you do wrong. You know, and if that's what you're looking for, you play on your style. Just know that if you play online and you go into a map, you're playing on the host player's settings. So you might just want to, you know, be mindful that if you start running through stoplights or something like that, and you start get dinged on conduct points, because quite literally their settings could be changed and you could be playing a mode that you're not used to playing. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. It's gonna end this shift. I hope you come again. Until then, be safe. And we didn't end up losing any points on this one. We didn't do a whole lot, but we still got, over 1,000 points, whatever. So it's not too bad for a shift.